Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is 3:30 today, a little bit later with videos. I've been busy today, but I am halfway up the second sleeve for this little blackberry cardigan. It'll be finished soon. And I'll just put that down and show you what I have been doing. That's the blue, the red and the white. These are called notions pouches. That's what I looked on the internet, and that's what everybody seems to call them. Notions are just any little things that you might keep, you want to keep in one place, are called notions. So that's what these are, notions bags. So I finished this one, put the zip in and got the lining inside of it. This one is going up to Scotland. This one's for Susan. I think Susan was the lady that she sent me this yarn and that to do these ones actually. But this one's spoken for. It's going up to Scotland. And seeing as I was doing that one, I only had one more to do, so I did this one as well. But this one, if nobody wants this one before Friday, it'll be on eBay. But if anybody does want it, just send me an email. I sell these for £10 on eBay. But I'm waiting till there's the lining inside. It's just got a plain lining inside this one. I'll wait until if I have anything to sell for eBay, I'll wait until every second Friday, every fortnight, I get an 80% off the selling fees on eBay, and I always wait for them to put anything up. Doesn't matter when I sell it, as long as I put it up within that certain time between the Friday and the Monday. The times they give me up till midnight on a Monday. So we'll be putting it on this Friday. So if nobody asks me for it, it'll be on eBay, and I'll be putting it up for £10. Because the last one I sold on there for £10. I think I got £9.40 something pence. I think eBay only takes 50 something pence off, which is a lot less than what they would normally take off. I think they'd normally take off nearly £2 for something costing that much. But anyway, that'll be up on there. And coming on with the cardigan, I've got the back and the two fronts. And I'm on my computer again, so it might get a little bit bright. I'm not too happy with using my tablet, because I can't get the right distance because of where I'm sitting. I would have to pull my coffee table right up, touching my knees, to get the tablet to show the same distance I am now from the thing. So anyway, and that's one sleeve done. And part the way through the other sleeve, so it'll not be too long for that. But these little bag things and that, I'll be giving these a bit of a rest for a while until I get these orders finished that I have, because I have another 2 to do for Helen, and I have 3 to do for Dagry, and 1 to do for Helen's sister Jane. That's 1 or 2 orders, and I'll have to have a look and see whether I've got more or not. I'm not. Oh yes, I've got more for Carol, the lady I done a lot of cardigans for, whose daughter used to live next door to me. I've got some more to do for her, so I'll have to get these orders finished before I start messing about with the crochet again, because the crochet is putting me behind with the orders. And you know something, I just had to go out and see one of my neighbours just before I'd done this video, and I've been sitting in this house all day the last few days, and I have to wear a cardigan in the house because it's cold in my house. I didn't even realise how warm it actually was till I went outside and I had to go to see one of my neighbours, and it's lovely and warm outside, but it's cold in my house. And the only thing I can put it down to is since we've had double glazing put in, and then they've had that insulation in the walls, that while in the winter it keeps the heat in, but in the summer when you've got heat outside that would be coming through your window and your walls and that, it's stopping the heat coming into the house. I've got all my windows open, but it just don't seem to get the heat. And I have one or two thin cardigans, ones I've bought, that's all very thin ones, that the wool, they don't make the same as what when you hand it, like double knitting. I've been wearing a couple of those the last few days and I just wasn't warm. I had to put, this is an old one, I had to hunt out in my cupboard because I put all my other ones into the washing machine. They all want washing, I'm going to get them hung out. And I had to hunt this one, this is the one out from my cupboard that I was going to put in a charity bag because it had little bits of fluff all over it. You probably can't notice it, but I'm going to show you this little gadget I bought for getting rid of the fluff and show you how much fluff came off this cardigan. I'll just go and get it. This is one of those little gadgets that you see the adverts on Facebook and Instagram and that for, and it gets all the fluff off you. I'll work it and show you how it goes. You just run it. They show you in the advert they go down very slow like that. But I just go like that all over. It's much easier and quicker if you do it like that. And like that. I do it while I'm wearing it, it actually works. And I was amazed at how much fluff it took off this. I've just been rubbing this up and down my arm, I just emptied it. It's amazing actually, this. And I've changed my mind, I'm not going to put this cardigan in the charity bag anymore. This is quite old, I think it's about 10 years old. I knit it a long time ago. It was knit with all these wool, I think. Around about the time the wool started changing, because the wool was not the same as what it used to be. And I think this was around about the time it changed. And there's still a lot of fluff. You can see, I don't know if you can see all that, the bits of blue. That's just what I've just done, going up and down on my cardigan. But that was what was inside it. When I first done it, before I put the cardigan on, I can still get more off. Because there is still fluff. It doesn't work as well. My video has just went bright. I must have got too close to it. I have to keep moving my screen up and down to get the brightness off the screen. If I move too close to it, that's what happens. But that was quite a good little gadget. And I think it cost about £14, something like that. I'm not absolutely certain, I can't remember. I would have to look through all my bank thing and that to find out. But it's a really good thing. It's taken a lot of fluff off a lot of my cardigans and things that I would have just put in a charity bag otherwise, which I was going to do with this one. But I'm quite happy now that I'm getting a lot of the fluff off it. Instead of sitting picking it off like that does it much quicker. But I'm going to tell you about another advert that I saw on I think it was Instagram I seen it on. It's probably been on Facebook as well, and it's for this. I got this thinking it would be much better for doing my tutorials on. I can stand it up on my table because it's my screen's just went bright again. It's that thing that shows you, that's for putting your phone in up the top there. You pull those things there down. You can do them sideways and straight up. And it also has a a button on here that you can press. If you want to take selfies, you can use it for selfies like this, and you just press that button instead of pressing your phone. Well, I bought it mainly for, and it's on a tripod, if I can get it out. It's very hard to. It stands up on a tripod like that. And I bought was another one of those adverts, and all I can see is you get what you pay for. This is not what the advert showed you. The advert showed you there was a thing down the middle here that you just press and you could turn the camera around any way you wanted. And that's me moving my hands about, just made the screen go bright. You have to use your hands to turn this. It does have a light thing on there, but I think it needs a battery in. I have to sort that out. But it has a thing there where you put the. I've got a little thing for it where you connect it to a USB thing to. Must be to charge the battery up, and then you have a little light on there. But the one on the advert has a broad thing down here where you just press and it turns automatically, and it looked like it came up a lot higher than this one. And this one, when you stand it, I stood it on the floor, put my camera in, and it toppled over. The weight of the camera is too much for this thing. You have to have it set just right, or else it falls over. The tripod thing here doesn't support it. It's very unsteady. And another thing, I don't really remember how much it cost at the time, but I'm sure it was, when I saw this advert, it was quite a while ago, because it was July 19th when the payment was actually taken out of my bank account. But I'm sure it was £8.99, and I thought it was coming from this country, but apparently it's coming from the United States. It's made in China, but it's coming from the United States. And there was a tracking number with it, and I followed the tracking number from first getting it, but I never checked my bank account until it was a good while afterwards. It was all over America, different places in America, for a week before it actually got to the airport. It was at the airport for another week. By the time it got into this country, it was in the customs in this country for quite a few days. So it took from the 19th of July until today for this to come. And this was the state it came in. This was the box. It's all torn and squashed. It's a wonder it wasn't broke. And that was the packet. That's all that it was wrapped in, was a plastic bag like that. It was Every that delivered it to me, but this is not Every's fault, because they've just put their label over the original label that was on, because it would have been sent to them for the post to me, and they posted it through the door. And I watched that fella put it through the door, and he couldn't get away quick enough. I think he was frightened. I didn't see it until after he was driving away, and I went in the passage and I saw the state of that bag in the box, and I couldn't believe it. But saying it's a wonder everything was still there in the box, and it's a wonder it wasn't damaged. But you get what you pay for. So I looked on Temu, and I could have got this for £4 on Temu. Exactly the same one. But I checked my bank account afterwards, and this £8.99 cost me £16 something. Apparently they must have added the postage on, but they didn't tell you when you ordered it. So I thought it was coming from this country, and I thought it was postage free. So I've actually paid over £16 for something I could have got from Temu for £4, which really annoys me. And it's no good whatsoever. For what I thought I was getting it for was to stand on my table, and then I could bend this forward like that with the camera on to show my hands when I was doing the tutorial. But when I put the phone in, it just goes doing straight down like that. The weight of the phone, it just will not take the weight of the phone. You need a much stronger. This is very light. I don't know what it weighs, but it hardly weighs anything at all. So that's just a little warning for anybody that might be wanting to order one of these. You might have seen the advert. The advert shows you something entirely different. It's probably a much more expensive gadget they are showing you. You have to look through that. You get a lot of pictures afterwards, but all I looked at was what they were showing you in the advert. I thought that's what I was getting. Only I had a look at that advert again, and there's a lot of pictures on it now, and it actually shows you this one. Shows you this one in the pictures and a different one altogether in the advert. So be warned, anybody who's thinking of ordering it, you're not going to get what you're looking at in the adverts. So that's some more money that Sheila's wasted. But we never learn, do we? And I have to say I am a lot better today as well, and I will probably be at my bingo tomorrow night, because everything I seem back to normal. It's been a very quick cold. It seemed to have disappeared very quick. I just left with a slight bit of a cough, that's all, and everything else is back to normal. So I'm going to have it out with my friend tomorrow night and all when I see her. So anyway, that's my little bit for now. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'd like to catch you all another time. So bye for now.